Hello? How is everyone? Hello, bitch. How are you, Hawkeyes? We've got a couple things that we need to do before we hop in with all the manifestation talk, okay? I want to say a few things right from the jump, though. There are two people, Jay Green and I believe JM. In a previous live stream, we talked about coaching things. Please email me, both of you, Jay Green, JM. I need you to get a hold of me because I cannot get a hold of you. Okay? That's important. Number two, let's jump into the presents I got. So I had two lovely people send me stuff. So I'm going to open those, okay? And I see Helen's here because Helen's the first one I'm going to do, okay? I've already cut open the boxes, right? Got rid of addresses so y'all don't show up at Helen's house or something, okay? And I love, Poop is over here trying to get into these. So we'll start from Helen, and I love Helen has a Post-it note that says, a gift from Helen. Oh dear. Even as a bobblehead, he's sexy as hell. Even as a bobblehead. That's not for you, Poop. She's literally trying to get it. It's Aquaman. Helen! Thank you! Look at those muscles. God damn, he's good looking. Even as a bobblehead, he's a sexy bitch. Helen, thank you very much. I fucking appreciate you. Poop appreciates popping the thingies that I don't want her to chew. Come on, Poop, that's not good for you. Good girl. Helen, thank you, thank you, thank you. Fucking Jason Momoa. That's how you get to my heart, okay? Jason Momoa. Thank you. And this is from my girl, Sarah. Not sure if she wants me to put her last name out there, so we'll say Sarah M. Sarah M. Thank you. I'm not going to read the card on here in case there's anything private in there. Jesus. Oh, Poop! Oh, she said Poop a bunch of treats. Poop knows they're for her. She's already here. You want to cheat? I can't see Poop. Well, they can't see you. Okay. Let me give Poop a treat. Can't get it open. Can't get it open. There you go. She spit it out. She's a bitch. Don't worry, she'll eat it. Here's a big one. Look at it. That one she took. That one she took. Thank you very much, Sarah. Sarah also sent me Stumped In Coffee Roasters. It's a whole beet coffee. Thank you, Sarah. Damn, you guys think. Oh, and she sent me a candle. Strawberry guava. Love it. Oh, damn, that smells good. Sarah, thank you very freaking much. God, you guys, you spoiled the shit right out of me. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Honestly, you guys are very good to me. Very, very good. Thank you. Now the second piece of business. I went shopping today. Okay, this has nothing to do with manifestation, but we need to discuss this. Okay, around Halloween time, I tend to buy Halloween character cereals. When I was a little girl, these character cereals were available all the time, okay? Grocery stores around me, they're not available all the time, okay? So we need to discuss this. Boo Berry is my fucking favorite. Do y'all know blueberry? So you're probably going to know the other flavors, right? Count Chocula, Frankenberry, right? So got me some blueberry. Trust me, this is important. I got me some Count Chocula. Okay? Who the fuck is Fruit Brute? Who's Fruit Brute? Where's my Frankenberry? There was no Frankenberry. Fruit Brute. Who the fuck is Fruit Brute? Have they killed off Frankenberry? I mean, they're using Frankenberry. Whatchamacallits? But where's Frankenberry? Fucking Fruit Brute. How you gonna put Frankenberry on the box? But give me this dude. Oh, I was not happy, but I bought it anyway because I'm going to eat it. Anyway, okay. Oh, damn. Okay. Had to do that. Now I'll get to work, okay? What is this fucking world coming to? Where the fuck is Frankenberry? Okay. That had me perplexed, okay? I got all excited when I saw Count Chocula and Blueberry. Where's Frankenberry? You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's get to work. Yes? Oh, one more thing. See, I got to handle housekeeping. I have super chat videos from over the summer that were recorded in the summer, but they are super chats that need to go out because obviously if you've been here long enough, you know that if you buy a super chat and I end the live stream before your super chat is answered, I make a video out of those super chats so that, you know, your money did not get wasted, right? So because of that, because I've gone live a lot, there are several videos that I need to do. Well, not necessarily do. Some of them are already recorded, but they're recorded with my fucking chipped tooth. Okay? So I'll put a little announcement in the video before I put it up, but I just wanted to pre-warn everybody. There's gonna be, yeah, what? Thank you, Chasing Self Beauty. What kind of a name is Fruit Brute? I agree. But anyway, so yeah, heads up, there's gonna be a couple of chipped tooth videos because I need to post. I keep avoiding posting them, I'm not gonna lie. It's because of the chip tooth, right? Because I'm all fixed, right? But I have to honor my word. And my word is I will make videos answering missed super chats. So be prepared. There's definitely 3. I was going through my videos today. So yeah, you've been pre-warned. Chip tooth is gonna come back for a couple videos. Okay? Just saying. All right, let's get to work. Nicole Betch has already harassed me and attacked me with a super chat. So let's just get it over with. My pain and suffering. Number 1. Why did the math book look so sad? Because of all of its problems. Wah, wah, wah. Number 2. What are you doing? You trying to be sneaky. You can't sneak. Okay. Don't you pull on those blankets. She's guilty. She's fucking guilty. Number 2. This graveyard looks overcrowded. People must be dying to get in. They're terrible. They're terrible. They're terrible, and I'm stuck suffering with them because if Nicole isn't here with dad jokes, I get asked about it. So I'm going to be stuck with this harassment for life because I'm not allowed to go live without Nicole being here and her damn dad jokes. Love you too, Badge. So thanks a lot, Nicole. All right. Let's see. I mean, it was chilly today, but I'm starting to sweat my tits off. See my sweatshirt? Did you see whose sweatshirt? Do you see? Can you see me? You see? Huh? Mermaid King? Yep. Just saying. It was last year's though. I bought it last year. Okay. I'm in a mood today. I'm in a good mood. Okay. All right. So, okay, Amber, thank you very much. Hey, Auntie Kim. How to stop beating yourself up for what you manifested in the 3D. Had a whole spiral session over this. What are you doing? You know you're going to get caught. Why do you do it? She's so guilty. Yeah. The smooth lay down. All right. Amber. I believe I put this in a video yesterday, and I feel like this was addressed in the other live stream I recently did. So, I am someone who in the past also, I'm known to beat myself up for things that have manifested in my 3D that are not favorable. And I have literally had to learn the hard way. Please don't do that to yourselves. Please don't. Please don't. Don't beat yourself up when things manifest that we do not like. In my opinion, unless you're trying to reverse engineer to figure out, where your thinking was, if you're completely unaware of how it manifested, unless it's for the purpose of that, right? The reverse engineering. Unless it's for that, don't beat yourself up ever for when shitty circumstances come up. Listen, every one of us has the moments where our thoughts go in shitfucker land. Every single one of us does. So to beat ourselves up when something we don't like appears, how is that useful for our manifestation game? How is that useful for the future? Even though time's an illusion. You get what I'm saying. How is that good? It's not. It's not, unless you're reverse engineering. So instead of taking the time to be hard on yourself, why not revise whatever it is that manifested that you do not like? Revise it. Revise it. But honestly, your focus should be on the what you want to experience, or better yet, the who, or the version of yourself that has the manifestation. Your focus should be going there instead of wasting time, being upset and mean to yourself because of what's in the 3D right now. It's just not worth it. Like I said, I had to learn that the hard way because I often would be hard on myself for things like that. It's just a waste of time. It's just a waste of time. So, listen, I know you're upset. I know you had your spiral session. Well, your spiral session is all over. You got your emotions out. Okay. Now it's time to get back up and back on your game, back on your manifestation game, back on you using whatever techniques feel good to you to get you back into the place or the state of the Amber who has what she wants in the 3D. Okay? Madeline the Empress, thank you very much. Hi, Kim. No, I saw your last live dealing with a lot of bad depression lately. How to handle the way SP being rude talking to me lately. SP hasn't been good with supporting me emotionally. Hasn't been since before hospital. Okay. Madeline, I know that you are definitely not new to my channel, but I'm going to have to say this for anybody that is newer. I am not someone that believes that we have to be lapdogs or doormats simply because we're manifesting. That's not my mindset. And even though we are manifesting everything in our 3D, we are projecting out to our 3D, even though when SPs are showing up acting unfavorable, it is because of us, but not, we don't blame and shame. Waste of time. So even though, yeah, it's coming from us, right? SPs are only ever reflecting what's going on within us. It doesn't mean we got to take their shit or allow behaviors that we do not deserve, right? So, in one hand, I'm not telling you to start fucking picking arguments with everybody in your 3D because you're not going to be a lapdog anymore. That's not what I mean. But when someone's openly mistreating you or being rude, not being very kind, your first bit of business is to realize and accept it's being projected from ourselves. And number 2, focus on, being in the state of the woman who is treated with respect, with a supportive SP, right? Put your mind there. But if you need to set a boundary, like putting that bitch in their place, do it. Because I'm going to let you know right now, not only have I set boundaries when I've needed to, you could bet your ass I have ran my mouth when I have felt that I needed to. And like I said, I'm not telling every single one of you to start picking arguments with everybody in your life. That's not what I mean, right? The whole purpose of manifestation is to realize every single thing that we're experiencing is coming from within us. So we want to be on top of that first. But you don't have to be a doormat because you're manifesting a specific person. That's bullshit. And it's also not living life. You're still living your life in the 3D, okay? I'm not above putting someone in their place. I am not either. Like I said, I don't care if you've all seen me react. Poop seen me. You've all seen me react in my 3D. You've all seen me react if I don't like something said in the chat. I say it. I don't take anybody's shit. I am of the intelligence of realizing it's coming from me, right? But other than that, girl, set a boundary if necessary, but then get back to work. Because obviously, if he's showing up this way, it's probably very likely that you're creating a story about him now. Listen, when we have interactions with our specific people, and if they're not showing up the way we want, we tend to start believing in this 3D version. So when they're showing up shitty, not being supportive, not being respectful, not being there for you so that you can express your emotions and things like that, we tend to start trusting and believing in that version of them. And that's not our job. So you can set the boundary if you need to, but be mindful. This is where you want to be an observer, right? We're always supposed to be the observers of our thoughts instead of just accepting them as truth. But when SPs are showing up in a way we don't like, we tend to believe that this is how their real personality is, and this is how they're going to keep treating me. And that's not true. They're just reflecting. So try not to start accepting that that's how he really is. And if you find that your mind is going there, you're going to want to get on top of that as well. For my own scenario, I used to always say that he was quiet. He was quiet. And I began to accept that that was him. That was how he was. And then it would start to get to me. right? This was all within my first year. So that was something I had to work on. I had to drop that story, and it wasn't fucking always easy to drop the story because we're so quick to believe in the 3D version when that's not the true version. The true versions of everyone is up here. Okay? So start addressing that somewhere within the self-concept you have right now, meaning the version of yourself that you're being right now, that version, the self-concept of the version of you right now in this moment is projecting that out. So where is it? Is it I don't feel good enough? I don't feel good enough to be treated supportively or respectfully, lovingly from the SP? Is it fear of abandonment coming up? You know, ask yourself those questions and listen to what your ego says in response. And then start putting your focus on the version of you that is treated with love, respect, kindness, you know, having him be supportive so that he can change too. Okay? Helen, thank you very much again. Damn, Helen. Spoiling the shit right out of me. Love you, Queen Kim. That is all. I love you too, Helen. I love you too. Salty, thank you very much. Hi, Kim. It's been lots of improvement with SP behavior. Sometimes I do get into a little discouraged that my full manifestation hasn't come after doing for 2 years. Would you mind giving me a little boost to get back on the grind? Of course I will. Okay. So it's been lots of improvement with SP. Good. And sometimes you're getting discouraged because I'm assuming it means because they're not fully conformed. Or, you know, I'm not going to lie to you, Salty. I don't remember what your full manifestation is. I don't remember. Are you manifesting marriage? I don't remember. So we're going to just say that we want our fully conformed specific person. So, Salty. Wait a minute. Salty. Never mind. I was thinking of somebody else. I forgot. I have talked to you. I do know what you want. And I just got your username crossed up. So, no. Rewind. All right, Salty. So, good. Now, listen. Without me giving away anything personal, let me say it like this. All right. So, as far as the amount of time that you've been manifesting, let's just say that if I was to look back through your brain for the last 2 years, would we say that you were 100% manifesting the full 2 years? Now let's keep it real. If I had the ability in this moment to peer through your brain and look through your thoughts and see what state of consciousness you've been embodying for the last 2 years, would we dare say that you've been actually manifesting that entire time? Probably not. Just to be fair, probably not. And that's okay. That's not me picking at you. That's me just saying, listen, don't start getting discouraged. Don't start getting discouraged. Let's think about when you have really started putting in the mindful work. It's probably not the full 2 years. Okay? So let's take that right off the top. Number 2. So you're getting movement. You're seeing improvements in their behavior. So we know at minimum what you've been doing is working. If you've been getting movement and you're seeing things in the 3D, you're getting 3D validation, shit's working. Okay? Shit is working. Try to remind yourself of who the hell you are in this equation. I've said this before. When you really, really, really take into account who you are in your manifestation equation, right? Your I amness. It's not like you're going to fail. It's not like this isn't going to work for you. Manifestation is real. Manifesting is real. It's real, it's real, it's real. It's working for you. So when you're getting discouraged because things aren't the way you want them to be in the 3D right now, the SP isn't fully conformed. Now, I want you to know I'm saying this from love. When they're not showing up the way we want and we're getting discouraged, there are 2 signs that you're probably not in a state or like the land of the wish fulfilled. You're probably not there. Because when we're getting frustrated or discouraged with time, or just getting discouraged because you're afraid you're doing something wrong.
I'm not sure I understand.
Fucking when we know that those kind of thoughts are running through our brain, my friend, that means we are in a more unfavorable state. You know what I'm saying? That's what it means. Because when you are actually embodying the state or being the version of yourself that knows that desire is theirs, yes, discouragement isn't something that's going to come into your mind. It's not. It's not, I promise. Doesn't mean you got to be in that state 24/7. But think of it like this. When you're getting discouraged that things aren't the way you want yet, you in that moment are acknowledging that you are still thinking from a lack perspective, especially if it's emotionally getting to you. Do you see what I mean? So I want to tell you, if you're getting movement, celebrate the movement. I want the romantic side to appear. It's going to. The more you keep getting into the version of yourself that knows that he is yours and that he is, he wants to be in this relationship as much as you do. And I know when I just said that to you, your mind probably thought, I can't picture that. That's not how he is in the 3D. That's not how the 3D version is. And this goes for anybody manifesting. We don't care about the 3D version when we're in the manifestation process. We don't care about the 3D version because chances are your mind at some point was in the damn toilet. That's what's pushing out. So when they're showing up not as we want, I want to say from love, who fucking cares? Who cares? I know it hurts a little bit because I've been there too. I know it. I know it's frustrating. Like I said, I've experienced all of it, so I know. I know it's hard to just think, who cares, when they're not the way we want them to be in the 3D. I know that. I'm not saying that lightly. I'm saying think of the bigger picture. Who gives a shit what the 3D version's doing? Because you're busy working on that 4D version. So that 4D version can be what gets projected out or reflected back to you. It's undeniable that if you get into the state of having your desire, embodying the version of yourself that has the desire, it is undeniable that that 3D has to reflect it, speaking from experience. And by reflecting, it goes both ways. So when we are in a state that we are questioning whether we really are going to get that manifestation or we're ever going to see the loving romantic side of that person ever again, because it certainly doesn't look like it by how they're acting in the fucking 3D. When we're thinking those thoughts, when we're giving into the fear that we're never going to get what we want out here, all we are doing is selecting that shit version of them, the shit version of you, and that shit reality that no one wants to be in anymore. Manifesting is kind of like, when you lay your clothes out the night before for the next day, whether it's for work or you're going out tomorrow night, you get your clothes, you get that outfit ready ahead of time. That's manifesting. You're doing all the before shit. You're getting that outfit ready now. You're laying out your clothes now. so that when we're ready to go out tomorrow night, you're going to have a good time. You're going to get what you want. That's manifesting. We are getting ahead of the 3D. It's not, hey, SP is showing up great right now, so I can be on my manifestation game. I can feel good because SP is validating that I'm going to get what I want because they're showing up good. So that means I can be on top of my manifestation game. I'm going to do everything right. And I get to be happy today because they're showing up right. Salty, I'm not saying that this is you doing this. I'm talking to everyone. That's not manifesting. Manifesting is being on your manifestation game. It's being that version of yourself that has the desire before they change, before they're showing up and validating you. When the 3D is going your way and you're getting validation from your specific person that they are conforming, that's great. But the work was done ahead of time. We can't rely on the 3D. We can't. And I think some of us, and I was definitely guilty of this, we get attached to 3D validation. So when SP isn't showing up the way we want, that's when we spiral. That's when we get triggered. That's when we think manifesting is not working. None of this is working. I'm not going to get what I want. Any shit in the 3D, we begin to doubt. We begin to question ourselves. We begin to throw the towel in and say manifesting doesn't work. All of this is bullshit. But when things are going good again, then we're on top of our game and we're scripting our balls off because shit's going good. So I get to have my validation. I get to have my little high for the day. No. That little high is the byproduct of you being on your game. You see what I'm saying? So get your clothes ready for tomorrow night. Tomorrow's Friday night. Get your clothes ready. Start being that sexy ass version of yourself now. Like a little kid would. Meaning, I know when I was little, I knew what I wanted to be kind of when I grew up. Not really. I just wanted to be superstar. No. I would be that person in my head. Walking around in high heel shoes that did not fit me. They were like 2 sizes too big. Little girl me walking around the house in my sister's pumps, right? Getting into my sister's stuff, pretending I was a grown-up, walking around the house, living my best life as a little kid. That's manifesting. That's embodying the version of yourself that had your shit. Everybody else wants to fucking complicate manifesting. Don't complicate it. Let that imagination run wild. Pretend up here that you're already living that life that you're trying to manifest. Live it now. And before anybody says, yeah, but I don't have my SP now, so how can I fucking pretend that I'm married when I don't have SP? You can pretend. You can pretend. You pretended when you were a kid, when you played school, and you didn't have no fucking students, but you were trying to be the teacher. You were pretending, handing out fake friggin' homework. You pretended then, you can pretend now. It's the same thing. This is why kids have it relatively better off than we are. They've got it better because they're not afraid of their imagination. We are. We're afraid to allow ourselves to dream, wish, imagine. We do. We get so attached to the 3D validation in order for us to be happy or in order for us to trust that this is working. We rely on something that we can't rely on. The way to get this shit right, the way we get what we want is, like I like to say, it's pretending. It's pretending you already have it and allowing your mind to wander. I know I used to be afraid to allow my mind to wander and, see little scenes of me and SP together. because I was afraid. I don't want to get my hopes up. That's going to hurt my feelings if I never get to do that. So I don't even want to allow myself to dream that it's possible that, he and I could, I don't know, live together the rest of our lives. I was afraid of my heart being hurt. You know what I'm saying? And I think some of us are still in that mindset. And although I understand and relate to that, if we want what we want, we've got to allow ourselves to dream, to imagine. Because I'm telling you right now, we are in charge more than we allow ourselves to believe. And trust me, I'm so aware that this community is getting so oversaturated. So I know things get confusing. And I know, each coach has their own perspective on things. So then that makes it even more damn well confusing. So just hear it from me. You don't have to manifest and do word for word what I do. All I'm telling you is whatever it takes to allow yourself to start dreaming and imagine, and it's okay to give in to your wishes and see yourself as having them, because your fucking life is going to start changing out here to bring you those things. But we've all been programmed to believe negative first, to believe that things aren't possible, or they're too difficult, or it's too good to be true. That's what keeps holding us back. So in relations to SP, we see those 3D versions and we think, I cannot picture him ever acting that way. There's no way he's capable of ever, being romantic to me. No, I can't see that. It's okay if you can't see it in the 3D version. We don't give a fuck about the 3D version. The 3D version you're seeing right now, if it's not what you want, is the shitty product of your old shitty thinking. So we don't care how they're showing up. We care about what you're doing up here. We care about what your 4D version of SP is doing and saying to you up here. This matters. Get on top of this so you can get what you want. Okay? Vani, thank you very much. Kim, thank you for always being you. You're amazing. Oh my God, Vani, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's very nice. Marcelina L. Hi, Kim. Marcelina L, thank you very much. Marcelina L. Girl, can you please, can we get together? Can we? Because you're still on my list. And I would love to get you off my list in a good way, in a friendly, loving way. Yeah? Please? What's going on? That's a long time. Feels like a long time. Charlie Knee Surfer, all I see is P. Thank you very much for the cute little sticker. Thank you so much. That was very nice. Wish I could see what your full name is. Yes, please. Go ahead, Marcelina. Marcelina, what are you doing Sunday? Send me an email. Give me your schedule on Sunday. Let's get you in. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Please. I gotta get you off my back. Get it off my list. Send me an email like right now. What is your schedule on Sunday? I got room. I can get you in Sunday. And what time zone you're in. Please, please. So, did that just freeze on the ugliest face in the world? Because it froze on my end as the ugliest face in the world, okay? Can you hear me now? How about now? Yeah, I got a phone call. SP was calling my phone. Can you hear me now? Good. Jesus. I fucking told him I was going live. You don't listen. That's me fucking... That's me fucking affirming that. Okay. Anyway. Love you, darling. I will call you in a bit. Okay. So, Cass Ann, queen of everything. Thank you very much. Hi, Kim. What are some affirmations I could use so that my SP isn't feeling stuck in his marriage? Or should I just go straight to my end? Thank you. Okay. Now, Cass Ann, is your SP expressing that to you, that he feels stuck in his marriage? Or is it just you thinking that? Shut up, Greg. I know. I forgot to turn it on. Fucking smart ass Greg, always fucking getting me. So he's expressing that to you. Okay. Well, let me just say this. This kind of goes with what I was kind of just saying. He's only showing up saying that shit because somewhere within you, even if you're not actively thinking it, somewhere within you, there's a not chosen happening. Greg. Somewhere within, Cass Ann, there's something with the not feeling chosen. And you may already be working on that. But that's the only reason why he's reflecting that. Okay? And you know what? I'm glad you asked this because this is going to be a good one for anybody else listening. When we have a belief of not feeling chosen, SPs don't necessarily have to like physically just go out and cheat on you to not make you chosen. The story that plays out with you and your specific person could be, you know, they have a prior arrangement and are struggling to leave that person, right? Even though it's probably an unhappy fucking position they're in right now. And they do want out because they're in love with you. It can play out as if they're struggling to let go because of you having a belief of not feeling chosen. It's not always cookie cutter in the 3D. A lot of times it is. But, you know, I've been asked before, you know, well, no, it's my SP saying that he doesn't feel good enough for me. He thinks I'm too good for him. So, you know, that's why he's ending it because he feels that I'm not good enough for him. And, you know, and I mean no shade or shit on your SP. It's not what I'm saying. But no, that's a reflection of your belief somewhere. And I don't think it's the belief that you feel like you're too good for SP, although some of us have had those kind of thoughts. It's something within that you're either something with abandonment or it's still not chosen. Okay? So not everything's cookie cutter. Just wanted to say that. All right. So back to Cass Ann. My opinion is we should be doing both. We should be yes, focusing on the end. I wouldn't be personally, but this is just me. You don't have to do word for word what I'm saying. If it was my scenario, I would be focusing straight at the end and having my manifestation. I don't necessarily, I don't want to make this sound like you can never, like, we'll say for contact for a minute. You know, people want constant contact from their specific person, and so they want to affirm for that, which is fine. You can affirm for whatever you want. But my way of manifesting is going to the end. Because all this shit in the middle is only going to fucking play out that way anyway. So it's like a waste of time. So I wouldn't, if I were you, Cass Ann, I would not be focusing on, you know, he's not struggling to leave, or it's, you know, he's totally comfortable with ending scenario with, you know, other person. I wouldn't do that because it's putting focus on it. That's me. I would be going to the end and I would be saying things or scripting things, or me getting into the state where I know I'm chosen. Of course I'm chosen. It's my reality. Of course. I am good enough. I am worthy. I am deserving of anything I want. You know, whoever I love loves me the same. You know, this is my person. This is my forever person. I have nothing to worry about. Everything's playing out in front of me perfectly for me to get what I want. That's how I would be talking to myself. You know, not necessarily generic, I am chosen resonates with me, but it resonates with some of you, so that's good. But honestly, it's go to that end. Go to that end and be envisioning, embodying The version of you who knows, of course she's chosen. Of course she does. Keep in mind that we are manifesting, and selecting realities moment by moment. And if you're not of the I have to focus on reprogramming mindset, if you're not that way, because I'm not that way. If you're not and you resonate more with my thinking, I don't want to go on a forever reprogramming journey, because it's selecting a reality that I'm not the version I need to be to get what I want. As opposed to just, no, I am this new version. Of course I am. I am the version that's finally I have no self-concept issues. I know I'm loved. I know I'm chosen. I know I am. If you're talking to yourself like that, good. Because that's you selecting the reality where you are that version. Just saying. Okay? Winky, thank you very much. Thank you for the cute sticker. Wow, thank you. And Autumn, thank you very much. Hey, Kim, I reached out on January 2nd. Well, then you got skipped, Autumn. Because I am very far out of January. Just saying. So I'm going to need more than just Autumn. I'm going to need more than just your name. I'll need something to be able to search with. If you could provide that. Or send an email right now and say, hey, I'm Autumn, channel member Autumn. Oh, Sarah Moreau, she rejoined my coaching, the exclusive lives. Thank you very much. Channel member girl, thank you. Is it Chrislyn? Chrislyn Patel? Thank you very much. Kim, saw something unfavorable in the 3D with SP. Triggered, not being chosen, etc. What can I do to stop focusing on it? Kind of what I was saying earlier. How you feel is valid, right? How you feel is valid. So, when we see things in the 3D that aren't favorable, our reaction to them is valid. So allow yourself, to get it out of your system, meaning have your emotional moment. That's okay. But then when your emotional moment is over, let's start reminding ourselves of who the 3D version is. The 3D version of your specific person is the culmination of your old shitty thinking, an old state. And that's the only reason why he's showing up that way. All right? That's it. Start focusing on the 4D version. 4D version. Meaning, the 4D version is exactly already what you want. And we want that version projected out. But 4D isn't going to project out until you believe you're chosen. And I don't mean that from the place of you have to be perfect mindset in order to get what you want. That's not what I'm saying. But right now, you're accepting a reality that you don't want to be in. You don't want to be in a reality where your SP is showing up like a dick, doing things in the 3D that are hurting you, triggering you. You want to be in the reality where you already know you're chosen. Of course you are. So be focusing over there. And then this 3D... What? Great. Glad to hear it. Siri. Yeah, so stop focusing on it, or how to stop focusing on it. Remind yourself that that's an old reality that we're not choosing anymore. And everything's going to conform as you change, as you move, as you become the version of yourself that has what you want. It's inevitable that this 3D will be what you want as you keep stepping into the version of you that has it. So for some people, they like to affirm to help them get into the state. So if you like affirmations, keep telling yourself that you are already that version. You're already in that reality. You're already in the reality where you're getting whatever you want. You're already the version of yourself that accepts and knows and believes wholeheartedly and trusts that she's in that reality, that she knows she's chosen. She knows it's undeniable that her specific person will be head over heels in love with her and only choose her. Be that version. Step into her every single day. Doesn't matter if you can't hold it 24/7. That's okay. Just get there. And the more often you're there, the more we're changing that dwelling state. Your autopilot. Okay? But don't worry. Don't worry. Don't think it's over. Because it's not. Okay? Sasha Louise, thank you very much. Hi, Kimberly. Love you. Can't wait to work with you. I definitely need it. Thanks. Well, Sasha Louise, I can't wait either. And I love you too. Thank you so much. That was very nice. God, you guys are good to me. And thank you to Ashley, who I've seen. Ashley and Hawkeyes, I've seen you both so far telling people to like the video or to like the live stream. Thank you very much. I would appreciate it if y'all could give a bitch a like. You know what I'm saying? Can you give me a like? Please? I get very excited when I see those numbers. Oh, somebody just said, I get so excited when you guys do that. I'm like a child and I'm aware of that. But thank you very much. I see it. I see it. Thank you. All right. Awakening to love. Thank you very much. Loads of love, Kim. Same to you. Oh, it's already up to 60. Okay. Thought-wise. Wait, no. Ben thought-wise, identifying with desired state, but this morn, emotion-wise was feeling low, empty, over, no movement. Identifying with a state, but feeling off. Was I still in a new state? Well, it's already up to 73. Thank you so much. All right. If you were feeling low and empty, okay, and you were upset over the no movement from personal experience, okay, I'm going to tell you that I don't think that you were in the state of having it. From my own personal experience, I don't think you were, okay? No big deal, though. No big deal. That's why I say this over and over and over again, that if you can't hold the state of the wish fulfills, of you being the version of yourself that has the desire, if you can't hold it 24/7, that's okay. That doesn't matter. Because think about it. You've been manifesting your whole life, right? I don't know about you, but I'm not always in the greatest state 24/7. My God, we would never have anything if that was a requirement. That's why we do not have to be perfect to manifest. We just want that new state, right? I like to say the land of the wish fulfilled, but that's not how Neville worded it, but I do. We just want that to be dominant. Or in other words, it's the repetition. I like how Sammy says it. I was trying to copy it. It's not good. The repetition of getting into that state, that's what's pushing you, changing your autopilot, changing the dwelling state, which is what we want to change, is our autopilot, because we're there a lot. We're there a lot more than we think we are, and we want that to change. And getting into the state of the wish fulfilled on a regular basis not only is gonna start changing that 3D, but it's going to be changing that dwelling state. I am talking from personal fucking experience on that, not from reading somebody's shit. That's my experience of it. It changed. It changes, it changes, it changes. Okay? And we want that to change. Because I'm sure every one of you at some point, holy shit, it went up to 90 already. Thank you so friggin' much. I'm sure every single one of you has caught yourselves at some point. Let's say you were distracted and you're doing shit at work or something, right? You're clicking and clacking at work, and you just start to not feel good overall, your body. Not sick, but just, like something's bugging you feeling. And then you sit and think, what the fuck was I just thinking? And you nail it. You know, you were just thinking a shitty thought about you and your manifestation, about you and your specific person. You might not have been having one of the inner arguments that I'm pretty good at having. but you were just thinking shit like, you know, they're probably not going to text me tonight. They're probably going to cancel plans this weekend. I don't think he's giving me enough attention. We go there in autopilot. So that is, in my opinion, from my own experience, listen, there's nothing as more pleasurable than actually being in the state of the wish fulfilled. There's nothing more, in my opinion, because you're on top of the world and you are afraid of nothing when you're there. But at minimum, it's getting that autopilot to change. Do you see what I'm saying? Getting the autopilot to change. So I'm going to say that you probably were not in the state during that time, but no big deal. We can get back there. Okay? Don't waste your time being...
I understand.
Fucking watch. Siri, shush. Don't waste your time beating yourself up for things like that. We're going to slip in and out of the state. We are. We're humans. Okay? But as far as you being upset because of no actual movement, I don't think I need to tell you this, right? I'm sure you are very aware, is there's always movement, whether we can see it or not. And I know there's nothing better than actual physical movement in the 3D. I get it. But there is always something happening. Always. Trust a bitch. There's always something happening. Always, always, always. Rhonda, you were in the state a couple of days ago and it was such a powerful feeling. Yeah, it is. And I'm glad you were. It's true. It's an undeniable, on top of the world, zero fucks given. You're not worried about shit. You comfortably know that manifestation is yours. You don't doubt it for a second. There's nothing better, in my opinion. So, no big deal. There is movement. This is why we say trust in the unseen, right? That exists for a reason. Trust in the unseen. And I know it's not easy to trust, but you know what you can do when you're not trusting? Why don't you ask yourself, what would it be like to be the version of myself that does trust manifestation? What would it feel like to be that version of myself? Right? What would she or he feel like, think like, move around their 3D if they knew they could 100% trust that their manifestation was going to come and that they could 100% trust that manifesting's real? What would that version of me feel like, think like? See what I'm saying? Walk your way there. Don't put the pressure on yourself, because I know after talking with some of you that you guys put the pressure on, like, I can't get to this date. I can't get there. I've done that to myself too. Don't. It's not about, if you can't get all the way to the wish fulfilled, then baby step your way there by asking simple questions like that. What if it was easy for me to trust? What if it was easy for me to trust that this works? What if it was easy for me to believe that I really, really am going to have that manifestation? What would that version of me feel like? And it's just allowing yourself to entertain that feeling, even if it's just for a few seconds, just so you can understand how to get yourself there. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So try that, okay? Start small. Baby step your way. Yes, Ranja. Being in the state is being on top of the world and butterflies in the tummy. Love it. Yes. Yes. And also, for what it's worth, you know, I know you've all heard me say that when I was initially really getting into the state, that I would get the happy butterflies. Don't panic if you don't get happy butterflies. The states don't always feel the same for everybody. But one thing that I do see from anybody that I've interacted with who does get into the state, they all confirm it is a feeling on top of the world as far as fearlessness. No worries about your manifestation. That is pretty common. All right. Nicole Betch, curious, have you seen new Dahmer series on Netflix? I have not, but everybody is recommending it, so I plan on watching it for sure. So don't tell me nothing. Although, I guess it's not about not telling me something because we already know how the ending is, right? Yeah, ignore that. Autumn K. Oh my God, Autumn K. Thank you so very much. Holy shit. That was very generous. Thank you very much, Autumn K. Good Lord. I'm manifesting relationship with my boss who's married and has kids. I'm doing a great job living in the end, but sometimes get discouraged knowing he has to get divorced and that may cause pain. How to combat the negative feelings in this situation? Well, this topic in itself is what, in my opinion, the spiritually toxic side of the manifestation community can't stomach that I answer these questions. And I use that phrase not lightly. I mean it. Spiritually toxic. The judging side of the manifestation community, although they claim to be spiritual, but yet they're sitting back in judgment of other people with their own morality, whatever. So, I don't care what people are manifesting. I don't. It's not my business. I don't care. Unless you're going to hurt an animal or hurt an innocent human, you know. I don't care what you're manifesting. I'm not in your reality, right? So the reason why I'm saying that is because I was sent a video today and I'm just like, Jesus, what is happening? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, all right. So let me word it like this. When we're manifesting anything, our 3D logical human minds get very involved with the how. We get involved with the how. And we don't even mean to. But our minds go there. And we start looking out from our human, logical, literal thinking minds. We start looking at what we think the bridge of incidents has to be. Exactly, Rhonda C. They can move on. So right now, Autumn K, I'm sure that your mind is regularly looking at, well, I know my bridge of incidents has to work this way. It has to do all these things because all these things have to occur in order for me to have my manifestation. And that is, when we get wrapped up with that, especially if we're getting discouraged by it, thank you very much, Ashley. When we're getting discouraged by what we think has to happen in order for me to get my manifestation, that is you thinking that you are all alone, that you are all alone in this equation, that you have nothing else working with you on your manifestation. And what I mean by that is we have the I amness. If you don't believe in God, insert the word you do. If it's universe, higher power, whatever you believe in, moonbeams, I don't care, insert it there. You have that working with you. Your job is to do nothing but put your mind on the wish fulfilled, on you being the version of yourself that has the desire. And we leave the I amness within us, we leave everything up to that. Or think of it as you're leaving it up to your subconscious mind to handle all of that. I agree with you, Reagan. All right, so do you see what I'm saying, Autumn K? Because there's nothing another human with their logical mind, there's nothing they're going to say to make you think that it's not going to be a long road for you to get your manifestation. But it's whenever you hear me say anyways, the bridge of incidents or the bridge of events, that doesn't have to mean it's going to be a long, 10-year bridge. The bridge of incidents can be 30 seconds or less. It can be. You got to think that when we're manifesting, we're quantum jumping. It's not that we're producing something in the 3D when we're manifesting. We are aligning ourselves with a parallel reality when we're manifesting. So there's a version of you and your specific person already together, already living the existence that you're desiring right now. So essentially, you're going there. Tiffany Clark, thank you. Let's read this because this applies. Remember, Neville didn't focus on manifesting his divorce from his first wife. He went to the end with the woman he wanted. And the bridge of events played right out. And we all remember what happened with that. His ex-wife did a bad thing. She did a naughty. Landed in court. And Neville had to show up and support her. And because of that, she finally gave in to the divorce. So, in other words, stop focusing on all the things, all the events that you think need to happen in order for you to get your manifestation. That's not your job. You are limiting, you are squeezing the hose of your manifestation by dwelling on that shit. You are. And not only when you're dwelling on all of that, you are selecting the reality where you don't have what you want over and over and over again. She's sucking the air out of the room. Poop. Okay? So your job is to put your focus on the having. Being the version of you that's already living your desired existence. The how it gets to you is not your business. And it's only, in my opinion, going to slow things down because you're constantly aligning with you not having what you want yet. Okay? And for what it's worth, I know you wrote here that, you're also concerned about it causing pain. And that's kind of you. But this goes back to what I was just saying. This is why I get annoyed, I think, with the toxic spirituality group in this community who all, the moral judgers come out of nowhere and they judge people for what they want to manifest. It's because they're thinking from a limited, logical, human perspective. If you believe in manifestation, then you better start accepting that there's multiple realities. And there's a reality where you, like I just said, you and him are already living your happy-go-lucky life where maybe the other person in the reality wanted to finally leave because they're in love with somebody else. There's a reality where that's already in existence. There are infinite possibilities, infinite versions of ourselves and our peeps. Infinite. So you think there isn't a version where nobody gets hurt? It's an amicable ending because both parties are now with the people they actually want to be with. You don't think that that's a possibility, that a reality exists like that? Which is why I do come down hard on people who come into the comment sections and make judgments on other people for wanting to manifest someone who's already in a relationship. That's you swimming in your moral code of your logical, literal, limited, only this reality thinking. Think big. If it comes into your mind, it exists. It exists. And if you don't accept multiple realities, you're going to have a long-ass, boring-ass manifestation journey. You're going to have a fucking 20-year bridge of incidents, honestly. Think big. Think outside of the box. Infinite realities. Infinite. Infinite. How many times can I say it? Infinite. Ugh. Jesus. Anyway. So don't worry. Don't worry. There's a reality where everything's working perfectly. Everybody wins in the end. There's a reality that that's happening. Yeah, you got to dream big. Yeah, I can't do it. I use that. You dream small. You got to dream big. You're dreaming small, bitch. Wait, no, it's you're dreaming small, bitch, or you got to dream big, bitch. You got to dream big. I used that for one of my TikToks. That's fucking funny. That dude deserves to be famous. You're thinking small. You got to be thinking big, bitch. But he's right. He should be famous if he's not already, because he's funny. Okay? I think it's sweet and kind and caring of you for the concern of anybody else in the equation. That tells me right away you're a sweet, loving person. But a reality exists where that other person is happily already wanting somebody else. So there's no issues. It worked out perfectly. That can exist. Don't think that the reality you're in right now is the only one. Don't think that. Look into that a little bit more so you can find some comfort in that. Infinite realities, infinite versions. Don't fucking limit yourself. Don't think things are like too good to be true or it's gonna be too hard. Think big, bitch. Think big. Okay? Georgia C, thank you very much. I can't get over with the how of manifesting. I am capable, but lived half my life with being made to feel guilty and shameful. I really need a shake. Well, Georgia C, everything I just said was for you then too. Georgia. As far as you've lived half your life feeling guilty and shameful, I am sorry. Okay, I am sorry for that. But then that should be the focus. Your focus should be on the version of you who knows that she does not have to feel guilty or shameful for her desires. You're welcome, Autumn. You are welcome, and I love you too. But yeah, Georgia, you don't have to feel guilty and shameful anymore, darling. So let's start telling yourself that. Let's start working on embodying the version of you who doesn't feel guilty for shit and doesn't have to feel shameful for nothing. Nothing. What do you think? That version of you, what do you think she's thinking and feeling right now in this moment? The version of you who doesn't feel guilty for wanting her desires or shameful for wanting specific desires. What do you think she's doing right now? How do you think she's interacting in her world? She's probably on fucking cloud 9, living her best life, not worried about a damn thing. So let's start working your way there. Okay? Lone Wolf Heart. Beautiful girl. Thank you very much. Just dropping off some for the beautiful, radiant manifestation queen and her faithful pup. I love you, Lone Wolf. Thank you so much. Girl is always damn well nice to me. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I knew you meant love. I knew. Rhonda C, thank you very much. Kim, looking beautiful, completely flipped circumstances with my vacation and a coworker in my favor. Thank you for you. The marriage is mine. Rhonda, I fucking love you. I am not shocked that you were able to completely flip that circumstance around. I'm not shocked. I told you the other night in the freaking channel membership, I told you, you've got one of the best attitudes. One of the best attitudes. And it's going to help you and serve you well on your manifestation journey. That not giving up, that not backing down mentality you have is without question going to serve you. Without question. Well done. Vani, again, thank you very much. I was in the state, but also end up waiting. I was in the state, but also end up waiting. I believed SP would unblock and wish me happy birthday, but didn't. feeling low, but frustrated because I'm living life. And no, it shouldn't mean that I won't marry SB. Okay, I'm just not gonna lie to you, Vonnie. I'm a little confused on this one little piece. I was in the state, but I also end up waiting. Now that says to me, you weren't in the state you wanted to be in if your thoughts are going into, I'm still waiting on my manifestation. I better get an invite, Ron, to see. I'll just crash that wedding. You see what I'm saying, though, Bonnie? Like, I maintain it, but I feel I start waiting for it. So you're not in it. And I'm saying that from love. I'm saying that from love. You're not in it. And the reason why I'm saying that is because, at least, listen, there's infinite states. So it's not like you were in a terrible state. That's not what I'm trying to say to you. But when you're in it, when you're in that state, the state of actually having it, believing it's yours, it's not that I want to tell you that I'm excited, like I'm going to get excited or you're wrong for feeling excited. That's not what I mean. But that's still not having it. Do you see what I mean? And I'm not trying to split hairs here, but there is a difference in how you feel. So I am not telling you that you have failed to enter the state because you were excited to get your manifestation. No, I have felt that way too, right? But it's not 100% in the wish fulfilled. It's not 100%. But it doesn't matter. That's still a more beneficial state than you have been in previously. So that does not like discredit, right? That's not discrediting things. It's not setting you back to zero. We got to start all over again. That's not at all what I'm saying. That's still an elevated state from where we started. So this is good. All right. And as far as, all right, so I understand 100%. I'm sure you were a little bit bummed when you didn't get unblocked and got the birthday wishes. That's okay. I know. Don't give that a deeper meaning. Meaning, don't start telling yourself that you screw. Your grandma used to always say split hairs. I'm trying to think where I got that from a movie though. Are we splitting hairs here? Why do I feel like that was from The Big Lebowski? I think it was from The Big Lebowski. I think it was Big Lebowski. I love that movie, and I could recite most of that movie to you all. Okay? Anyway, so Vonnie, yeah, I know it's disappointing that you didn't get the birthday wishes from him and the whole being unblocked thing. I get it. How you feel is valid, as I always say. And feel free to have your emotions if you need to over it. But don't give it the meaning that, I'm doing something wrong in my manifestation game, because that didn't happen. No, you didn't do anything wrong. Okay? I would have called that more of like a time crunch manifestation, or manifesting by a certain date manifestation, which can tend to add stress to the equation, where we're constantly thinking and then checking, because how do you know you're not unblocked yet? And I'm not saying that sarcastically. I'm saying, how do you know you're not unblocked yet? Were you checking? See what I'm saying? And also the constant attention, and I'm not saying you're doing it constantly, but attention on being blocked is not helping the equation. We don't want to even think in the realm that you're blocked anymore. Just because you've had previous confirmation that you were blocked at one time, you got to drop it. And that goes for anybody out there who was in a blocked situation. Stop acknowledging that you're blocked. Put your attention on your 4D wish fulfilled, not what's going on in the 3D, even though I know it can fucking be difficult. Okay? I assumed I still am, since he didn't say it. So you're assuming that you're still blocked. You see? I set you up with that question, Bonnie. I set you up because I was ready to bitch slap you from either side. No matter how you answered, I was ready. Okay? So now I got you assuming that you are. Listen, You were going to be wrong no matter how you answered that, Bonnie. Good. I don't want you checking. Good, but I was ready. I was ready. You know, I'm a mom. We're always ready. All right, but no, seriously. So, and feeling low but frustrated because I'm living my life, and no, it shouldn't mean that I won't marry SP. No, it shouldn't mean that you're not. Okay? You should be living your life. I want you living your life. Everybody should be living their life, not deliberately avoiding things or putting things on hold because you don't want to do them unless you're doing them with SP. And don't get me wrong, I don't mean like fucking romantic vacations. I get it. You want to put those on hold. But the rest of your life, be living and existing. Because when we're kind of like putting ourselves on hold, when we're putting ourselves on hold and putting our lives on hold until the manifestation gets here, all you're doing is selecting a reality. I know I've said it enough tonight, but you're selecting a reality that you don't have what you want. I'm not going to do this because I'm waiting for SP to get here. I'm waiting for manifestation to get here. You know, I'm afraid to go have fun because I'm waiting for SP to get here. Fuck that. It's you going and living your life and getting your mind on other things. I mean, with the exception of your manifestation game, but getting your mind on other things, that's what's bringing the fucking movement to you. That's what's bringing it to you, is when you, the only time that you're thinking about the manifestation is when you're thinking it from the perspective of having it. It's when we're sitting and wallowing and constant acknowledgement that we still don't have it. We're trapping ourselves in lack. Trapping ourselves there. And we're trapping SP in a position where they can't show up for us. They can't reflect what we want back. See what I'm saying? So it's not a bad thing that you're out there living your life. Good. And yes, it can still fucking mean that you're going to have your SP. Yes, exactly. And I kept telling myself, have a good time. And I did. It just creeped in, like confusing me to feel it means no, but fuck that. That's right. Go have fun. Yes, Kirby Bree. Yes. Enjoy life. Okay. All right. Charlotte Arnold, thank you very much. You are glowing today, Kim. Beautiful HBIC love. Thank you so much, Charlotte Arnold. New best friend. Thank you. That was very nice. Oh, Halloween Town's all over. Let me restart that shit. Hold on. Yeah, I'm watching Halloween Town. Restart. Thank you very much. Only Halloween things on my damn TV until Halloween. Okay. And I love Halloween Town, and I'm watching all of them in order today. Except now I got to restart it because I didn't watch it because I started it when I started my live stream because I wanted Halloween Town on while I was doing my live stream. So I just restarted it. Don't judge me. Halloween Town is probably one of my most favorite movies for Halloween. Oh, and I know I always want to say her name wrong. I think it's Fandom Geek. You asked me if I saw Hocus Pocus 2. I finally did. I watched it the other day. But I cannot lie to you. Halloween Town takes the cake for me for life, okay? I just love it. I love Debbie Reynolds. Yeah? Okay. It reminds me of when my son was little. And we would get excited when Disney would play Halloween Town. You know, I'd make popcorn, we'd get the treats out, we'd chill out, turn all the lights off, light candles, and watch Halloween Town. It reminds me of that, so I still have that nostalgia. So anyway. Anyway, okay. Sarah Marue. Thank you very much. Kim, success. The first guy who ghosted me came back after 10 years. I revised, thought it didn't work. 4 months later, he's back, by the way. He was my first kiss. Sarah fucking Moreau Marue. You're always going to be Moreau. You know this. Are you fucking kidding me? Do you understand the life you've just given other people? Did you hear this shit? She wasn't, sorry, just so you'll know, Sarah wasn't manifesting him for 10 years. That's not what she's saying. So she was not manifesting him for 10 years. That's not what she means. She means that she made a decision to go back and revise the first person to ghost her. So we can, work on that. So that kind of garbage behavior gets out of her life forever, because she should never be ghosted, right? So she revised it like a very, very intelligent woman. I am so proud of you. She revised that shit. And it took 4 months. Now, keep in mind, Sarah did entertain thoughts here and there that it didn't work. So my point in reminding you that she had thoughts that it didn't work is that's why we don't have to be perfect to manifest. That's why when you have your days where you're not believing in things and you're questioning whether it's working, that even in those doubtful moments, it is still fucking working. It is still working. So a dude from 10 years ago, she revised, it took her 4 months. And it's including having moments of doubt and not thinking that the revision even worked. And boom, he's back. I love that. Look at that. Yes, the whole time I thought I suck at revision, and it worked. Poop, are you fucking with my pillows? You messing with my Halloween pillows? You messing with my Halloween? You good girl. Okay. Did that not give some love and light to some of ya? Huh? Anybody in a breakup status, revise that shit. Revise it. And don't worry that it's not going to work, because it's going to fucking work. Sarah just gave you proof. Revision does work. I'm just saying. I love revision. Anyway, that is awesome, Sarah. I am so happy, and thank you for sharing that, especially for sharing it on the live stream, the public live stream. Thank you. Well done. I am proud of you. And Sarah doesn't give up. Just going to say that. And I love that about her. Good girl. I just saw this in the comments as I was scrolling to the next super chat from Laura P. I did manifest a SP2 after 10 years. It took me a week. I just focused on his name on a paper. Time doesn't mean shit. Yeah, Sarah is a fucking rock star. Okay? Just saying. Yes, never give up on myself. That's right. Seriously. Love that. Ooh, what's Halloween Ends? Anyone in here gonna see Halloween Ends? I cannot wait. What's Halloween Ends? Is that a movie? Somebody gotta tell me. Michael Myers. Oh! Is that like coming out to the theaters? Oh, okay. Master Money Fester, thank you very much. Is there something like hidden assumptions we might not be aware of and that cause harm? Can I manifest an SP even if I just want them for my ego? To your second question, yes. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And speaking of the toxic spirituality side, they don't like that. I don't care, but you can. You can, and I've done it. So you can. Can I be honest and let you know that when we're manifesting things for egoist reasons, I don't fucking care. I don't think it's a big deal. Are we going to be overjoyed and super satisfied with that thing? I was half-ass excited about it. But I think it's because I didn't doubt it. I knew it would come. Or I should say, I knew he'd come. It was more of a shits and giggles to see if I could do it. And obviously it wasn't my actual SP. It was a previous, just to see if I could do it. Right? I had no interest. So I know it can be done. But like what I was trying to say is, you know, when we want things, first of all, our ego can be a pain in the balls, but I don't think we should demonize our ego. You know what I'm saying? Megan F. I'm not even saying it again, Megan F. But that entered my mind as soon as I said it too. We're all filthy here. Whatevs. Anyway, so yes, master manifestor, you can. Now, as far as hidden assumptions we might not be aware of. Okay. Your 3D and the thoughts you have are all products of your assumptions and beliefs. So I'm going to use an example of, let's talk about someone that maybe had, you know, traumatic experiences in their younger years. And actually, let me cross that out. It doesn't matter when the traumatic experience happened, but I want to give the example of, and they blocked it because it was so traumatic. They blocked it. They have no real memory of that. All right. So we got that as an example. And we have other examples of people that maybe didn't have something traumatic, but they just don't remember prior events in life, which I'm one of them. All right. So both people, they might not have the individual current memories of the events, but their subconscious is still throwing things out into their 3D. So the way I see it, it's not hidden. It's never hidden. Sarah Maruda, me too. It's not hidden. So in other words, you might not be able, or my examples may not, probably like without more help, maybe from like hypnotherapy or whatnot, you know, or working with a therapist, they may not be able to identify the exact root, but their beliefs and assumptions are not hidden. Because your subconscious, whether you can get to the root of where this started, the subconscious is still showing you evidence of what your beliefs and assumptions are. Okay? So no, you might not, like I said, it's not that you won't be aware of them. Your 3D is always evidence of what your subconscious beliefs and assumptions are. And you might not instantly be able to understand where it's coming from, but with a little chit chat, we could get to where that belief is. And you may not have the memory of that, like the root of where it started. But I'm sure with a little questioning, we could figure out that you did have thoughts that kind of lined up with that belief. You might not know why you're having those thoughts, right? The examples of these people, I'm saying, they might not know why or where that started, but thoughts came across their mind at some point that line up with the belief. They just might not know what the root is. So no, I don't think anything is hidden. Your 3D is your evidence of all your subconscious beliefs. And like I said, I'm more of entertaining states. So each state is a different version of yourself. So if you're fearing that there's a subconscious belief that you're not aware of, and you're fearing that it's pressing out and you're afraid it's going to create something terrible, even if you cannot figure out the root, you still can entertain the embodiment of the version of you that has no limiting beliefs. Yes, you can do that. Yes, you can. Okay? So I hope that helps. Is it Sammy? Sammy? Thank you very much. Hi, Kim. I reached out at the end of August. I know you took a break and are probably very busy, but I was just wondering how long your wait list is. Thank you so much. I'm not into August yet, so there is a little bit of a wait. And I'm trying to think where the last one I just left off on. I don't want to say in case I'm wrong. It's either April or May. April or May. So April, people, don't panic. It's April or May. But listen, when people ask me directly like this in the live stream, especially through the super chat, I always offer this. If you want to send me an email right now and tell me that it's you, and use that username so I know it's you, send me one now and I'll pull you out. Okay? Okay, I gotta go to that other page. Okay, Fofana. Hey, Fofana, I haven't seen your username in forever. How are you? Hi, Kim. Any advice on how to get past the feeling of that because I'm manifesting him that the love is somehow not real, forced, or fake? Oh, I see what you're saying. I'm like, what? Okay. So because you're manifesting him, the thoughts enter your mind that his love for you is not real, it's forced, it's fake. Okay. It is real, it's not forced, and it's not fake because he is a human being. He's a human being. I know that in the manifestation community, the way videos can be worded sometimes, it gives the impression that when we're manifesting a specific person, that they are mindless flesh blobs, they are robots. And that is not true in any way, shape, or form. They are still a human. They are a version of themselves, but they are a human. What I mean by version is just like you in this moment are a version of yourself, there are infinite versions. So clearly there is an infinite reality. So there's a reality already in existence where the version of him that is head over heels in love with you, and you are head over heels in love with him, and you two are already together, that already exists. That's already happening. And you are selecting to be that version of yourself so that he can reflect this back to you and line up with that version of himself as well. So you're not forcing anything. It already exists. If you can think of it, if it's a desire that you've entertained in your mind, it's already happening. already happening. So you're not forcing anyone to want you, to love you. It's selecting the version of them that already does. Okay? The King's Arias? The King's Arias? Am I saying that right? Hi, baby. Hi, baby. I contacted you on October 8th. I just wanted to know how long it will be. No rush, I swear. Haha. Love you, girl. Love you too. I love that you called me baby more than anything. I don't recognize your username though. So unless you were something else before and you've just tricked me. And also I don't recognize it as far as emailing. So yeah, I'm not anywhere near October 8th just yet. I'm working on it. But feel free to call me baby anytime. Okay? Nicole, thank you very much. Last time I saw SP, he told a fantasy of me he had. Ooh. Well, you know he's thinking of you. Hello? You know he is. You know you're on his mind. Fabling Jules, thank you very much. I was so excited. I had manifested SP moving back in, sleeping on couch. He was so affectionate, but is now keeping it biz-like. Takes all his belongings daily and no more hugs, kisses. I don't know what happened. I know what happened. I know what happened, Fabling Jules. Fabling Jules, I know exactly what happened. You want to know what happened? You were worried. You were worried. What, do you think I forget? I don't forget nothing. I remember questions. I remember who I answer shit to. We were just talking about this on Tuesday. And on Tuesday, although some of your question, you were in a little bit of a good mood, but there was doubt and worry involved. So I'm sure, I am so sure that you were entertaining thoughts of worry about him not being 100% loving, fulfilling, committed to you. You know you were doing that. I know you were. So guess what? You have not been in the state of the version of you who's having her man. You've been in the version of Fab Lane who was doing what? Worrying, not having her shit. Now you got the man packing up his shit every day and keeping it biz. You got to snap, crackle, pop your own ass, Fab Lane Jules. Stop worrying about the 3D version of your man. The more, snap, crackle, pop, the more you focus on how he's behaving in the 3D right now, you are believing and accepting that that is how he's going to keep showing up. Instead of loving and enjoying the hugs and kisses, you were still worrying that he wasn't going to conform. That he wasn't going to start reflecting the best version of you. I know it. I can see right through it right now. He said he loves me, but doesn't want a relationship right now. Since then, it's like he won't come into any type of physical contact with me, but he still calls me baby. So in other words, you are already convinced that everything that comes out of his 3D version ass is the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and nothing's going to change because he said so. 3D version of SP said so. I don't want a relationship with you, Fab Lane Jules. Do you want to know what he's really saying? I can't give you what you want, bitch, because you won't get into the state of the version of yourself that has the damn relationship with me. So I gotta keep showing up acting like a dick. I don't want to keep showing up like a dick for you, Fab Lane, but I'm fucking stuck acting out this shitty version of me because you keep me fucking trapped here. That's what he's really saying. That's what's going inside his mind right now. He doesn't know what to do. He's over here 1 minute, can't wait to get his hands on you, can't wait to call you baby, loving you, hugging you. And then he's on the other side thinking, I don't want this bitch. I can't handle this bitch. She's a pain in my balls. I cannot be dealing with this bitch. Because his mind's going like this all the time. Because it matches your thoughts. It matches you. They're just our reflection. How can he reflect the version of you that has the relationship if you won't fucking get into that version of yourself? Huh? You know I'm right. You know I'm right. You're probably laying in bed at night wondering, when the fuck is this man ever going to change? Why won't he just change? Why doesn't he love me? Why won't he come back and just be the way I want him to be? He can't. Because you got him trapped. You got him in the cage of shitfucker land. Come on, Fab Lane. I know you know what you're doing. You're not new to manifesting. You know what you're doing. You gotta get in the state of having. Having. Not entertaining shitfucker version of him. Having the loving version that wants to be with you. Because he exists. Look at, you got Poop all pissed off too now. Look at that. You got her getting sassy. Huh, Poop? Tell her. Tell her. You gotta get over here more often. Who cares what he's saying when he's the shitfucker version? You've pissed Poop off. Tell her. Tell her. Yeah. Tell her, Poop. Now, get on your game, girl. Yeah, Poop's yelling at you. All right? Pop off, Poop. Yeah. Come on, Fab Lane. You can do this. I should make it manifesting with Poop time. Come on, Fab Lane. You can do this. You know what? When his fucking ass is showing up telling you that, I just don't really want a relationship right now. I'm just, we're just keeping it business. We're just friends, baby. Why are you not instantly revising on the spot in your head saying, oh, no, we are in a relationship. Yes, we are. You love me. I know you do. Why are we accepting that that's it? Fucking manifestation failure. When they show up not saying what we want, when we know damn well the whole reason why they're showing up not doing it. We know it's because of us. Huh? Get on your manifestation game before I ban you from the 3D. That poor man's packing up his shit every fucking day. You know how tired he probably is of packing up his shit? He just wants to move in, but you won't let him because you got him trapped in the old version. DPN, thank you very much for the sticker. Ooh, another one too from Sarah Pronio. Thank you so much. The Unknown Haven. Thank you very much. How to change others' memory of an event. Even if it was a traumatic, I am working on a new story. But I'm worried others and parents won't forget the old story in time for when SP comes back. Get on your revision game ASAP. Okay? Revision's real. Revision works. And revision does alter the memories of anybody else included in the equation. So you're going to want to go back to either that moment and revise what happened or the moment before. Well, wait, I don't know why I just said that. Fuck that moment before. Go back to the moment. I don't know why I just said that. I don't have a good reason. It just came out of my fucking mouth, okay? Go back to the moment, okay, and have that situation go differently. So no trauma, okay? Nothing bad happened. Everything worked out perfectly. Everybody was in love with each other. Everybody still loves your SP, okay? Go back to that. I like to write down my revision. That's my way of revising, is writing it down and then rereading it multiple times a day, no less than 2. Do it for a week. Now, I'm not even going to like fool you. If it was a traumatic event, and because you're highly concerned about everybody else's feelings and opinions, it's probably going to take you a little more than a week to really buy into the revision. And I'm not trying to limit you. It's just, that's my opinion. Who knows? You might be someone who's going to hook right into this new story and take off with it. And that'd be great. But my heart is saying it's probably going to take you at least more than 1 week of reading it every day as the new version. It doesn't mean you go back and reread or revisit the old memory. You just stick to the new one, okay? And you can revise it to anything you want, whatever benefits you, so that it ends the way you want it to, okay? So you're going to reread it every day, multiple times a day, okay? And you're just going to do it until that new version is what you think of first, meaning the old event is not coming up as often. The new story is. Once that happens, you can stop reading it. But if that old memory comes back, you've got to shut it back down with the new story. Okay? And then chill out, relax. Even when you think it didn't work, it's catching up in your 3D. And it will alter the peeps involved. Okay? If you don't want to write it down the scripting way like I do, you can, if you're a visualizer, go back to that moment and visualize another thing happening, another event in that moment. And the same rule applies. It's not a one and done. Okay? In my opinion, anything really traumatic has not usually a one and done. You might be magical and maybe it is only one and done, but I'm probably going to have to entertain that visual several times, just like you would if you wrote it down. Okay? So, but yes, it will change everybody else. And I know that there's some people who want to argue that, because I've seen that in my comments, that it doesn't alter the memories of anybody else. It only changes how you feel. No, I'm talking from experience. It does. It does. And I'm not the only person who's had that experience. Okay? It does change the memory. Okay. Is it KCN RSE? KCN Rose 1. I'm saying it's Rose. SP has reached out multiple times. SP has reached out multiple times. Is over weekend. He is going through some stuff. He has been sweet, but sexual too. Still 3P as far as I know. Now nothing since Sunday. Reach out or not. Okay, when it comes to you reaching out to your specific person, my rule of thumb, my opinion is you don't fucking reach out when you're fucking feeling needy and desperate and stressed out and you're sweating how they respond to you, or God forbid they don't respond. If you know that you're going to be a triggered mess if they don't respond, this is not the time to reach out. Reach out when you're not all desperate and needy. Okay? So if you're feeling calm, cool, collected, it's okay if he doesn't respond back. You're going to be okay with that. Then go right ahead and reach out. Hold on 1 minute. Let me read this one more time. And for what it's worth, how you wrote here, he is going through some stuff. You know, you can affirm for other people. Why not affirm that he's no longer going through stuff, that he's feeling on top of the world, or whatever that he was going through is all resolved, all better. You know, you can do that. But, and also the fact that he hasn't reached out to Sunday, don't give that a meaning. Don't give it a meaning. right? I'm just going to say this. Of course, that would not make me happy either. So how you feel is valid, but don't give it a meaning that, I haven't heard from him since Sunday. He's not that into me anymore. Don't start going there. That's you creating a story. Okay? There's going to be a valid reason why he hadn't reached out. It's going to be a valid reason, and it's going to have nothing to do with you. Okay? Don't start giving it a negative meaning. Nico Convert, thank you very much. Can you use revision to have a different personality using your method? Also, my oldest said she listened to one of your lives, and now my kids refer to themselves as master manifestors, and they have been successful. I fucking love it. But listen, Nico, you don't want your kids to hear me talking with all my damn F-bombs. Damn, it's going to give me pressure not to swear. Kids shouldn't watch Kim. I love that they're into manifesting. How lucky they are. They're going to have an amazing life. Well done. And I love that they're calling themselves master manifestors, because they are. They are master manifestors. They're going to have the best lives ever. All right. And yes, you can use revision to change your personality. And this, Kids for Kim. Thanks, Heidi. This kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier about, remember when you were a little kid and you would play school or play house or play games, do the voices for your dolls or your, I don't know, what did boys play with? Your G.I. Joes, your wrestling dolls, I don't know. Kind of go back to that mindset of go ahead and revise, do the revision for the personality change. But there's nothing saying that you can't entertain already behaving as if you have that new personality. Just saying. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. You know what I'm saying? No, but really. Okay? My future kids will grow up watching Kim, period. Oh, Taurus Moon, I fucking love you. They did it when I fell asleep, and they talk about parallel universes. I love this, Nico. But tell them don't swear like Kim does. We don't want that. Yes. So yes, utilize the revision, but go ahead and use your imagination and think or pretend you already have that personality. No. That's no different than embodying the version of yourself, right? Okay. Erica Lewis, thank you very much. Kim, hi. I bullied my God self and told it to give me more visible movement. The next day, 2 people from my past texted me, and I kept hearing his city. Erica, look at you bullying your damn God self. But holy shit, that is awesome. And by the way, Erica, how are you feeling? How you feeling? Also, I took the new meds. Oh, you were answering me without me even knowing. Okay. I took the new meds, and I've been able to visualize on demand. I've had dreams, and my self-concept and affirmations actually resonate now. Like, wow, even recruiters have been reaching out nonstop. So in other words, you're feeling awesome. That's awesome, Erica. I am happy for you. Well done. Going off on what Erica said, guys, if you're ever in a place where you need answers, you can ask your I amness, your higher self, your universe, your subconscious. Ask, because the answer will come. I've done it. You can do it. Just like Erica bullied her guy self. I myself, I'm not gonna lie, I have yelled at my own higher self before. Like, I need a fucking answer, and I need that fucking answer. I'm not even lying. I did that. And within moments, I received a text message from someone. I think I thought I shared that story on here. So it does work. Yes, it works. So I'm just saying. All right. So Sarah Pronio, thank you very much. Had a dream that SP and I were canoodling. I love that you used the word canoodling on my couch. I know my subconscious is being impressed more and more each day, and that goober is mine. Look at you in the words. Canoodling. Goober. Had a dream that SP and I were canoodling on the couch. I'm going to use canoodling from this point on because that is a funny word and I love that you used it. Sarah, yes. By the way, yes. Your subconscious is pressed. I am impressed. Not pressed. Well done. I love Sarah Pronio. Our EM, thank you very much. How do you embody the feeling of being married and rich if I haven't been married yet? Can you give me examples, please? I still have trouble with that. Yes. This was always, I kind of like give this as an explanation. When we want to manifest a relationship, we want to manifest love, and we've never been in a relationship. This is going back to being a kid, like seeing TV shows, seeing movies. I do, Sarah. I love you. Seeing movies where you see people on the television married. Just because you've never experienced being married, you're having the desire for it. So somewhere within your mind, you know what marriage entails. You know what marriage looks like. You have an idea of what you think marriage means. You do, because you wouldn't desire it if not. It's no different when someone's desiring, I don't know, a Jaguar. They've never been in one. Maybe they've seen one drive by, but they have a feeling, a thought of what they think they would feel like to own one. It's the feeling, it's the experience. So it's not that you have to have the previous experience of being married to manifest marriage. And if you're someone who likes to visualize the wedding. I'm sure you've seen weddings on TV. Don't overthink this. Don't overthink it. Most of the things people are manifesting are things that they've never had before, or never had the experience of encountering before. But you do have some semblance of an idea of what it's like because you're desiring it. Do you see what I'm saying? It's really no different than any other type of manifestation. If I tell you that, I'm going to have some blueberry fucking cereal after this live stream, and you don't know what blueberry is, but I showed you the box and you can see it's got blueberries all over it, I'm sure you can get that feeling of almost like the taste in your mouth of blueberry something. Even though you don't know what blueberry cereal tastes like, you've never had it before, but you've had blueberry something before. So you have a semblance, even if you've never tasted blueberries, maybe you've smelled something like blueberry hand lotion. You get an idea of what that hand lotion smells like. Do you see what I'm saying? You can still correlate it in your mind. Whatever we're manifesting, we haven't had it yet. That's why we're fucking manifesting it. You see what I'm saying? Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Okay? So allow your imagination like a child. I'm sure you played house, or if you didn't, you can play that now. Okay? Thank you, Ashley. The Unknown Haven, again, thank you very much. I've been doing that because I watch your videos and I don't get triggered or really think of old story, mainly just parents saying negative things. But I shut it down right away, ban, revise on the spot. Good, keep doing that. Your parents' opinion's going to change. However, my advice to you is stop acknowledging that your parents don't like SP. Even if they're still showing up and saying shit to you. Tell the new story that they accept and love SP. They accept and they love SP. Okay? Start doing that. Instead of having that bracing for impact feeling, dreading what they're going to say about your SP again. We don't want to brace for impact. Do you know what I mean when I say that? Bracing for impact. Like you're about to hit a fucking tree with your car. You're bracing for impact. We don't want to do that with our 3D. Like, for example, when I would manifest, things with my specific person, there were times I would brace for impact, dreading him saying certain things because I had a meaning attached to those things. So my bracing for impact feeling was causing me to keep manifesting more of the shit I didn't like. See what I'm saying? We don't want to fear our 3D either, because that's still us aligning with a version of ourselves that we don't want anymore, that we don't want to be anymore. Because there's already a version of you that isn't afraid. She already knows her parents accept her specific person. She already exists. So what do you think it would feel like to be her? Okay? Jen, thank you so much. Hey, Kim, if I am manifesting SP, money, health, physical changes, etc., is it best to embody a state that has everything? Yes. Or is it okay to have separate states? Rich as fuck state, wife state, etc. Doesn't matter. You know what? My instant response is yes. Be in the state where you've got it all. If that's not working for you and you want to create separate states, well, there's infinite states. So, of course, those other states exist. So this goes down to we make the rules in our reality. So if it was me, I would be entertaining the state of having all of them things. So the version of me that's got them all. That's what I would do. But it's your reality. And you got to do what feels more natural to you. So if you want to see it as separate states, go ahead. But at some point, you're going to want to merge all them together into one state. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So do what feels most comfortable to you, as always. But if it were me, I would be one state, creating that one state. If that makes sense. Okay? Okay, let's see. All right, I'm going to do Erica and Charlie's, and then I got to go. Okay, Erica Lewis again. Y'all, when you impress your mind, the feeling comes naturally. Yes, it does. Oh, shit, where was it? I just lost it. Okay, wait. You won't have to force it or pretend. It just comes. Same with revision. Do the work. Yes, Erica Lewis. Yes, Erica Lewis. I'm going to read hers again because it's true. Y'all, when you impress your mind, the feeling comes naturally. You won't have to force it or pretend. It just comes. Same with revision. Do the work. She is right. She is right. Okay? Charlie, I'm guessing. Charlie ni surf. I'm sure this is another language that I'm not getting. I am so sorry. Let's get to your question. Hi, Kim. Will you please shed light on how to know the difference between what's old news and whether or not you need to adjust your inner state? Example, people being rude, then thinking I must not be in the state. Okay, yes, you're right. It can be confusing because when people ask questions, you do hear myself, as well as I'm sure other coaches tell you, don't worry about the 3D. It's just old news. And then sometimes you'll hear us say, well, don't ignore it. We say fuck the 3D over here. But fuck the 3D doesn't mean ignoring the 3D. It means what's going on in the 3D, have we already addressed it? Meaning, so if people are being rude to you, if you know that you're seeing that right now, let's say today, people are being rude to you and you're seeing that, okay? So if you were to ask the question and I gave you the answer, it's just old news. It's just evidence of where your mind used to be, okay? I'm sure that is confusing, because in the next breath, I would probably say, have you addressed that? If people are showing up mistreating you, have you addressed that within yourself? Are you still a version of yourself that believes and accepts that that kind of treatment is normal for you? Meaning, what version of yourself are you being? Do you see what I mean? So, I can't pronounce your name, but you're killing me with the spams, man. Okay, you're killing me with it. It doesn't make it stand out to me like I'm going to instant answer it because you posted it 67,000 times. If anything, it irritates the shit out of me and it makes me not want to read that one. You see what I'm saying? You must be new here, so I'm not going to yell at you. You must be new. But the spamming doesn't help. It doesn't make me say, you know what, I got to read that one. No, it makes me say, that's a bad behaved child. I'm not going to do it. Okay. So, Charlie, are you addressing it? If people are showing up mistreating you, are you already working on that within your manifestation game? Don't instantly say to yourself, well, I must be out of the state. So if you're telling yourself, I must be out of the state, so that tells me that you are actually already working on it. Okay? So yes, if it's happening, and you know that I'm just making this part up, that you are every single morning when you wake up, you are working on centering yourself and attempting to get yourself into the state of the wish fulfilled. Just let's pretend that's your routine. And then you're going about life and you're being mistreated. In that moment, are you being triggered? Are you being triggered by it? And you're not a failure if you're triggered, but the trigger response is your indicator of what state you're in. Because when you are in a state, boom, where that no longer happens to you, the way you would respond would be completely different because you have a different pair of perception eyeglasses on, right? Remember, our perception eyeglasses, they're our filter that each state has. So if you're looking at it, say someone's being rude, and please know that if you respond to that, that's not you failing at manifesting. Okay? It's just an indicator of what state you're in at the time. Okay? And that applies to everybody. So when you see me fucking responding to shit and getting triggered, that's an indicator of what state I was embodying at the time. Okay? So if you're not triggered by it and you are seeing it for what it is, like, okay, yep, I've been working on that. I can see that's happening right now. Okay. I don't like it. I don't appreciate having this asshole mistreat me, but I see it for what it is. It's not giving me a body feeling, a yuckiness feeling. I would say if you weren't in your little woman or man who has it all state, you are pretty damn close. Okay? I hope that helps. But I'm glad you asked that because that's true as far as when people ask questions, and a gut reaction is to say, it's just old news. Don't worry about the 3D. And I know it. I'm sure that is confusing. So thank you for pointing that out, because I can only speak for myself on my channel, but I'm going to be more aware of that when I answer questions, because I need to see things from the perspective of maybe they don't know. Maybe they don't know if they should be working on it. What does that mean? And you're right. So you just coached me without even knowing it. And thank you very much. So I can be more mindful of that. On that note, hold on. I just gotta say I'm a sucker for apologies, and I think that person apologized. Yeah, she did. The person apologized. So I'm gonna quickly read theirs because, like I said, I'm a sucker for saying I'm sorry. All right. What you think about shifting? Or please talk about revision. How can I revise that I got engaged to my SP last year or 3 years before he proposed me? And how to revise grades? And what do you think about subliminals? I don't like subliminals. Doesn't mean they don't work. I personally, as Kim, I don't like them. I don't like anything I can't hear. That's my personal opinion. I know other people have used them and like them. Think about shifting. That's manifestation, is us shifting. shifting into the state of the version of ourselves. We're shifting realities. That's manifestation. And as far as revision, rewind the live stream. We talked about revision. Yeah. And as far as it's revising anything, being engaged, I don't care if you revise something 20 fucking years ago, it'll work. Okay? So, Kim Supremacy. Oh, Lily K. Look at you being my new best friend. Thank you. Kim Supremacy. Yeah, that's it. I gotta go. Am I fucking late?
It's 6:48.
Right in time. Kim for president. Lily K, you're my new best friend. Wonderful and informative live stream. Yet again, love you, Kim. I love you. Is it Puka or Puka? Puka or Puka Puka? All right. I love you all. All right. Ooh, Nikki from Total Manifesting said about a collab with you that would be so good. I'll do a damn collab. Is that Nikki from, fuck. Like connected to Sammy, Nikki? Is that who that is? Because I'll be down for that. I don't know Total Manifestation. I don't recognize that. It's got to be a newer channel. Yes, it is? Okay, Nikki, Total Manifestation. I'll do a fucking collab. I'm up for that. Damn. Hell yeah, I would. Okay. So that's a yes from me. Okay. All right. So on that note, any of you who sent me super chats tonight asking me about, hey, I emailed you here, Kim. I emailed you on this day, Kim. Send me an email now alerting me that, hey, I'm so-and-so from the motherfucking super chat and you told me to email you. Go ahead. Send me that and I will pull you. Get your shit, okay? Other than that, I'll see you all tomorrow, okay? Be good. Be good, okay? Get busy getting in to the version of yourself who has your shit. Oh, I want to say one fucking thing, okay? Do you guys remember, I believe I said this Tuesday in our live stream. Do you remember somebody asking me a question about something? I don't remember the exact question, but I do remember my response. And I said, remember when Sammy Ingram made a video saying something about, being the it girl? Being the it girl? Didn't Sammy drop a video talking about like being she might not have said the it girl in this latest video, but I manifested that. I'm taking that as a manifestation because you all know I said that on Tuesday. And then she went and made a video about something just like that. And it went up. 3D validation. Anyway, we all know I love Sammy, hence my shirt. Okay. Love you all. See you all tomorrow. Be good. Be good.